Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
not much. How are you?
I'm good. Can you see the floor behind me?
All I see is Leah Smith. There's not like a picture right now. Your
Yes.
video's not on. Oh, there you go. No, I cannot see the floor at all.
Right, but I'm not going to go get the broom.
And
Like a
I
disaster.
wish I
Like,
could figure out how to make the second screen, and it's so like harsh.
oh, you mean the light?
Yeah.
I know. I don't know how to fix that.
Say hello to Lisa before everyone gets on.
Hi,
You can't come
Lisa.
make some crazy appearance later, but
Hi.
Hi, Lisa. How
Hey,
are
how
you?
are you? Good. Were you at work today? Was he?
Yeah, I was.
How was it?
I was at Patterson.
Brian was down there too
It
today.
was a beautiful day today.
I know. Were a
Lot of
lot of people.
walkers.
Yeah,
it was warm out.
it was warm out. Brian was
Okay, later.
okay. What
Hey, if Anna calls in, be nice to her.
I will. I will. I will. I don't think she will.
Replay. Was she there today?
Things seem to have
You don't think
quieted
so?
down. I don't know.
That's right. We have a bottle of champagne on this.
It's right. I don't know. We'll
Lisa
see.
and I bet a bottle of champagne whether she'd show up or not. Because she said she's gone through all the city meetings. I go, you don't think she's going to come back? I bet you a bottle of champagne. She's coming back.
I'm just hanging on to it's not going to happen. I don't know. I feel bad for her though. I mean, it's a bad situation, but
No, it's terrible. I do feel really bad for her. That is an awful thing to go through. And you know it is. It's almost worse when it happens to your kid rather than you.
but then
right?
She's
yeah,
just going along.
exactly. And I think it's too late, isn't it? Like it's going forward, isn't it?
It's never too late.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right, bye. I'll go get Brian. And Shelly is going to be here. Okay.
Yeah, that's what she said. So did you get your minutes?
I did. I got them printed.
Okay.
And Alicia, I think, I don't know. Is she going to talk? Where's my agenda? Maybe I don't have an agenda. Oh, I do.
You have an agenda. I just said that. Okay.
Okay.
That's the first thing I sent out. Hi, Pat. You're muted.
Excuse me. Okay, now you should be able to hear me.
I'm going to run and get Brian.
Okay.
And post this.
You look good in orange.
Actually, it's a red, but orange is a good color on me.
Yeah, well, whatever that is, it looks nice on you.
Thank you. How are you?
I was saying to Lisa, good, thank you.
Good.
Thank you. How about you?
Very good, thank you. Yeah. I'm hoping we have another fairly brief meeting. And while I have you, it's just us.
Yes.
With regards to the poster judging,
yes.
I am thinking it is not practical to have the Zoom meeting going at that time. I mean, at the actual judging, we can discuss things after that, but do you know what I'm saying? It just, and so I think maybe we might want to determine that we will meet and judge them. And then after we've done that, for the sake of facilitating a Zoom meeting, we could then have the meeting after that, unless you would prefer that we not announce the winner or do any of that, because I won't know the winner because it's all coded, you know.
Right. Right.
We can announce the winner at another time. We don't have to do it then. We could maybe pan and show some of the gosh, I hope we're meeting in the building that time, but if I had them here at the house, maybe I could show some of them. I don't know.
that's a really good question. I was actually going to bring that up because I know that the restrictions have changed slightly.
Yes,
So there's a question about what we could do for April. I'm still hesitant for us to actually meet in person, but I wonder if there is a way for us to display everything so we could go through and do our judging and then maybe still meet on Zoom before we actually hold our first in-person meeting in May. We'll talk more about that during the meeting, but that might
yeah,
be more
we've
work
got
for
to
you
come
than
up
needs to
with,
be.
what we ended up doing, you know, last year is not judging at all. We had the teachers judge
Right, right.
because that just eliminated a lot of the problems
Mhm.
that
Oh,
everyone
right.
was, back then, we didn't know all the things we know now, so.
Sure,
But that
sure.
worked out just fine. It really
Sure.
did. We didn't
I
get
mean-
the level of participation we normally do, but you know, it worked out fine.
How many you were expecting this time?
Well, interestingly enough, the school numbers are way down. And
Okay.
this year, I believe it's 129 is the number of fourth graders, plus that includes a few two split classes with maybe, well, I'm not going to even say what the number is, but it's 129 students
Okay.
compared to last year was not a good year to compare it, but and normally we would have at least 160 or 70. So you
Okay.
can see the entire population is way down.
Mhm. Yes, okay. I have a few ideas about it, so maybe we can talk about that during, and you may already have some ideas about it, but just to say, I just heard about this yesterday from John about, because he's already trying to, you know, decide what's happening with how they're gonna meet as a board up in Gladwin. So I thought, oh, how soon do we need to figure that out?
Yeah,
So,
okay. I'm going to shut off the TV in the other room a minute. I'll be right back.
What time? Oh, it's so early. Not even 7.
yeah, we jumped on early. Hi, Vikas.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Brian.
There's Vikas. I see.
Yep.
Can you, is your laptop off the Wi-Fi?
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna do exactly what Pat's doing and shut off the TV in the other room.
Yeah, I'm gonna prioritize this device too. I'm gonna.
I don't think that is better than, numbers.
Hi, Shelley.
Hey, Shelley.
The laptop is
Mhm,
right now.
mhm,
You want me to turn it off?
mhm.
Leave it on, leave it on.
Hi,
Hi, guys.
Vikas. How are you? Okay.
Hi, Nicholas.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Alicia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Let me see your power history now. I turn off the laptop and see if it made a difference.
Okay.
Nope.
I don't understand. I feel like it hasn't shown up.
Hey, Alicia, hi, Brad.
Hello. Sorry, I was muted.
You're fine.
I turn it off.
I have children watching Frozen 2 in the other room, so
Oh,
Well,
well,
Brad,
Yeah,
better than my case. My dad likes to watch cop shows on 85. So if you hear gunshots in the background, we're good.
oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Yeah, you still-
No worry about anything actually happening here. So
Although William told me that there was an incident at Mac and Alter at the Wow gas station,
Right.
and someone was killed.
really,
Yep.
that's not good.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
That's not good.
Recently?
when was this?
Yeah. Recently, I'll ask him. My son told me. He's 23.
We get gas on occasion.
I don't know. He said it was a drive-by type thing. I'll find out.
How many of those?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely too many of those. And I know it's not, it's not that it doesn't happen, but it's not actually happening in my house right now. If you hear it.
Hey, Anne,
Hi, Ann.
I think Anne has vertigo.
Carolyn.
Did you hear that?
Hi, Carolyn.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Carolyn.
Carolyn,
So
you're fuzzy, Anne.
I
don't know what's wrong.
You're making
Oh,
me feel drunk.
We can still
Listen,
see you.
Kim,
I don't
Yes.
know.
Anne
It's
has
just how I-
vertigo,
Yeah,
so
that's-
this is a real challenge for her right now.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for joining us, Ann. If
Yeah.
you feel at any time you need to, log out, totally
Yeah.
understand. Absolutely. That is no joke.
No,
And have you been to the doctor for that?
no, I have, I've been through all kinds of
Okay.
stuff and, yeah, I have medication I take as
Okay.
soon as it's,
Mm.
and it
Yeah,
doesn't get
I
so
went through
bad.
that with my mom over the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks. So hers apparently was crystal based. So they tried to do some of those contortions to move her crystals
Yeah.
around. So
Yeah, they've
We'll
done
see
that
how
with
it
me, but
works.
that's not what
yeah,
me, it's not
your
the crystals,
situation.
Hmm.
Good luck.
because
Good
I've
luck.
been hospitalized for it and everything.
Oh man. Well, good
Oh,
luck.
yikes.
Terrible.
Does it affect you to be on the screen? Would it be better for you just to?
No, I'm
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
It just, sitting is fine. It's when I get up to walk or I bend over,
Mm.
Gotcha.
stable.
No.
Luck.
fine.
Hmm.
I think we're just waiting on,
Armin and Laura.
Laura's here. I see her.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, so just Armin. I think we'll just get started. If that's okay with everyone. I know we all have busy nights, so and we've got quite a few things to talk about. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. I know I just sent them out, but and I got them much earlier than I sent them out. That's all on me. I've had a crazy day. But did everyone have a chance to look at the February minutes, or would you like a few minutes to look at them?
No, I looked at him.
Give me a moment if you would.
Oh, of course, absolutely. We'll give it a couple minutes.
Yes, no, second.
It's May 8th, right? There's one, maybe there was confusion in the date. I don't remember, but under the spring plant exchange, the event is May 8th, not May 8th,
Oh, right.
correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not
That is true.
sure If we said that in the meeting.
And if we confirmed, is that going to be 9:30 to 11:30? I know we'll talk more about it later. But I know that time is always kind of fluid.
We're asking you.
Yeah, 9:30 to 11:30.
Okay, that's what's on the banner. Okay, I just want to make sure for the minutes.
Yep,
We'll
yep.
talk about it more later, but
Um,
is there anything else anyone noticed? I'm sorry, Brad, I was giving you a couple minutes to look over.
I'm good. Good for
You're
it.
good? Okay. Hi, Laura.
Hey, Armin.
Hi, Armin.
Hi, Armin.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the minutes as amended?
I will make a motion that the
Approve.
minutes be approved as amended.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, minutes passed. Thank you. Really the only thing I have to talk about today would be that I sent you guys out, and I literally sent it out 15 minutes ago, the updated schedule for the year. So we had a few dates that were needed to iron out. So the schedule, as I have it amended now, as you can see from the schedule, it still has, we're not sure about certain dates. As Pat and I were talking about loosely before this, the governor has amended her orders. So that's going to be interesting to see what that means for us going forward. I mean, technically, as of next month, we could meet in person. So I think we'll talk about it more when we get down to Arbor Week and the Arbor Week judging, about how we want to handle the Arbor Week judging. I'm still hesitant to, we have the Zoom date. I feel like it still would be good for April to meet as a Zoom, but how we handle the judging of the posters is where we need to kind of talk about that and see what makes sense for us. But by May, we may be actually meeting in person if we're going per the governor's orders and depending on how everyone feels about that. Are there any comments? Did everyone get that email that I literally just sent out, or have you had a chance to check?
Yeah.
No.
I have it right here.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Great.
So
you.
you're saying, so we need to decide kind of now then how we're going to judge posters.
Yes.
I think, I mean, if we can do it in person, we should, I would say. I mean, maybe we can knock our meeting out. I don't know.
Maybe meet in smaller groups. Like we could circle in small groups.
Well, Pat and I were talking about it loosely, and as we were talking about it, a few ideas bubbled through my head, but maybe we can talk about that when we talk about the Arbor Week judging, and then make a decision about it then. How does that sound?
Okay.
But that's really all I had to go over in terms of chairman's comments. Brian, did you notice if there's any correspondence?
No.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Publicity, did we get any confirmation on the park communicator?
No, I reached out to Nick. I haven't heard back from him. Oh, wait, here we go. We are going to have a condensed communicator and want to make sure we can fit the content we have. Beautification for sure. If you have an idea of what you are thinking for diversity, shoot it over. So I let him know that Beautification Committee has a lot of content we want to put in there. He
Great.
mentioned it was going to be a 4-page document, and I was like, that could be all Beautification Committee the way we're talking.
Seriously.
So
And,
he didn't.
and
give
I
me
did.
Oh, go ahead.
I did pass on to Mary Beth, the holiday awards information. She didn't respond one way or the other. We'll include it. We won't. And if it's a real condensed version, I could see they won't include it. I mean, I don't know. Last spring, I also gave them the information about last year's Arbor Week poster contest, which, of course, so I don't know what's going to happen here.
So my thoughts on that are we definitely should have something from our commission. I'm wondering if we can include a link or just say go to the city's webpage or include an actual link that they can go to at our webpage.
That's an idea.
Have all the community awards or holiday awards there from last year, the Arbor Week posters from last year, and kind of get people to understand that's where we can go to keep up with Beautification Commission as we get events and things rolling. If they don't have space. If they're willing to give us the space, we'll take it.
Yeah, they'll give us the space.
Yeah, and obviously you all will be part of that. This isn't my decision. This is coming from all of us here. So I won't make any decisions for the group without talking to you about it. But I know Nick's in touch with Kim, and I'll make sure he talks to Pat as well. So he didn't give me a date though. He just said we're going to have a condensed version.
And he didn't give you a deadline?
No.
He did.
I thought the deadline was April 10th.
Okay, it's going to be a May 1st distribution. I wasn't sure if that was finalized or not. So.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the finalized date, Shelley. So the minutes you gave me, I took it out just because I wasn't sure that was set. But it's got to be somewhere around there if they're doing a May 1st distribution. So
Yeah, and if he just replied to me, I just sent him, asked him a question about the date. He'll probably reply in the next few minutes, so I'll update everybody.
okay, perfect. Thank
So
you.
we should probably talk about what you guys want to put in there and get it from one point of delivery.
Agreed.
The whole back page will be the tree sale order form. I talked to Chris, who's basically is the editor of the communicator. And he knows that's going to be the plan.
Cool.
He said no problem.
That's great.
Could we maybe just use that space to put a link that has, like if we have a site that hosts all of this information, like the 2020 winners, the holiday winners, like if we could even just use line in that back page.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid it's going to get lost in translation. I'm wondering if we can ask for a whole page just for us. If it's 4 pages, I know that's condensed, but we can ask for a page for us to kind of put all of our stuff on one page and then have the links in there and have some features, maybe a couple of pictures, just to kind of entice them to go look.
Or even a half page.
Or even a half page, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
and we'll want a plant exchange announcement in there as well. Something sort of.
For sure.
At that point, we might not have a lot of details as the situation evolves, but at least an announcement, a date, a time, and then go to the website for, further details.
Right. Right.
Well, yeah.
Give a spring one. Yeah, normally the back page would be the tree sale order form, but on the bottom, so it would be about 20% of the back page is like a banner, I call it, and that advertises the spring flower exchange.
Okay, so you normally do that anyway then, Brian?
It looks, can you see?
No, that's a bad example. That's the summer.
But it's still the banner.
Yeah, it's still the banner.
It's gonna look like.
Okay.
It's still the format. Can you see it?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Well,
yeah,
got it.
And we don't have another meeting until after the deadline. Our next meeting is the 22nd, it looks like.
Right.
Right. So we'd have to get that together and figure out who's going to format that and do all of that. So.
So, I mean, if we wanted to, we could probably talk through email if we wanted to and get the decision made tonight of the content or the topics that you guys want to include and then beef up that content. I know I had notes from about 3 months ago where we talked about what we wanted to put in, but I don't have those in front of me right now.
Yeah.
Spring. I don't know if you guys can see.
That's typically what we would have been in the spring issue. So the spring flower exchange would have been advertised in 2 issues normally, but there is no spring issue this year. So
I mean, I think if we can negotiate another, like leave your tree thing all on its own and then negotiate either another half page or page where we, have coming attractions, including the spring plant exchange, maybe give people a heads up on people are going to be coming around for the 2022 or 2021 Beautification Awards, and then have our historical 2021, 2020 Beautification Awards, 2020 Holiday Decoration Awards,
and Arbor Week,
and then Arbor Week from 2020. Here's what you missed, 2020.
Century.
And then highlight those Century Awards for sure. I mean, if we can negotiate that, we can get at least a half page, if not a full page. I think we could make a really nice collaboration of that. That would, have part upcoming attractions, part here's what you missed.
Yeah, and at that point, we should have some content for the junior commissioners as well.
Right.
So. Right,
exactly.
Yeah, we should have a discussion about our web. We can keep that for another one because if we're going to be sending people to the web page, we can beef that up a little bit too, how we need to.
Yeah, because in the past when we've talked about that, it's been, they were updating the website, so we were kind of waiting till they had the new website, so we hadn't really revisited that yet. So this is a really good time to do that.
Okay, if you guys want to, I can bring it up and share it so we can talk about it, or we can go over it on our own and then email maybe you suggestions on it, or assign someone as a delegate someone to run the website updates.
Is that anyone in anyone's ballpark that they really want to do that?
Actually, I don't think we have the authority to do that. I think that is solely, we give the information to, I think, Chris or Mary Beth or whoever is running the web page. I don't know. And they put
It's
it
Nick,
on.
Nick and Leah.
It's
And
Nick.
Leah. So we could at least give them suggestions. It seems like it's got content there right now, but let's keep an eye on that. And if you want to, we could ask them, can we have a deadline of May 1st as well to send suggestions for changes? And then they could do them for May 1st and we could do it again in like November or October or something.
Okay.
It's not something that we can change it constantly, but we should be able to give them advice on how we want to see it or how you guys want to see it.
That's great. Okay. Is there anyone who wants to take the lead on designing this either half page or page for the May communicator?
I've done it before. I'll do it.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. I've done it before, and Brian will help me with.
So everyone who has content that they want to go into the May communicator, if you can get that to Lisa. Lisa, what deadline would you like for that?
Well, do you think it's going to be? I think we should send it as quickly as we can, particularly since it's
By April 1st, would that be
Yes,
plenty of time?
that's a good date,
Or-
April 1st.
April 1.
Okay, April Fool's Day, get it in, no joke. All right, anything?
Lisa, I have a question. Lisa, what do you use to format that? What program?
Well, I'll ask Chris Delmesh and ask him what he wants me to use. I don't know, whatever he wants me to use. Usually Mary Beth used to ask me to just set it up in, I used to use Microsoft Publisher. I haven't done anything for the communicator for a while. I can use InDesign. I don't know what they prefer.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, comments about the park communicator? Or anything else publicity related? Oh, quick question, Brian Banner, did you order a new one then?
I talked to them and so we have two options. He said he could actually put a patch over our original one.
Mhm.
But then and he said it would look professional. Our original banner advertising the Spring Flower Exchange says third Saturday of May. So obviously this year is different. It's the second Saturday. So he said he could make it look good and fix it and we wouldn't have to buy a new banner. But we could buy a new banner. It's like $110 and we could say Flower Exchange this Saturday. And I could put it up a week before the event. Alicia, what do you think about that? So we would have two banners and in the future, so this year we would use the banner, put up a week in advance saying Spring Flower Exchange this Saturday from 9:30 to 11:30. And in the future, we could hang that banner somewhere else in the city even to advertise it, the event.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So we have one in the autumn also, right? A plant exchange?
A fall. We do.
Yes.
Right.
In October.
Right. So if you leave the word spring off of it, we could use it. It would just have plant exchange, right?
That's true.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
We could say.
Do you want to put Beautification Commission Plan Exchange?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's on there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, it is good.
I think, yeah. Do we have a banner for fall?
Great idea, Alicia. Okay. Anything else? Then we're going to move on to Arbor Week, Pat.
All right. Well, I've been busy and, the one thing about Arbor Week is you have to work around and coordinate with so many different dates and different numbers and whatnot. But anyway, I will tell you all the blank posters have been distributed to the schools along with the instructions. Before I could do that, I had to get permission from the principals and so on. The total number, by the way, this is the 38th year we're doing it. That's a long time we've been doing it. And I've probably been doing it at least 25 of those years. So it's a long time. This year we have 129 fourth grade students. And I was telling Kim earlier, the number of students is down, which is a reflection of the entire population of our public school system where the student count is down. So that's a little disappointing. On the other hand, it's perfectly fine. We work with what we have. So, we have to make our Arbor plans around Easter and of course around their spring break. And this year their spring break is actually just prior to Easter. Did you know that? That surprised me. Their spring break, they'll be finished with their spring break April 2nd, I believe it is. But then the 3rd and 4th are a Saturday and Sunday, so they come back the 5th. So anyway,
is that's just the public schools? That's not.
No, that isn't always the case for the parochial schools. In fact, last year there was a conflict with the parochial schools, but the way things went last year, it didn't really make a difference. But we still have participation from them. Anyway, so the due date that they're to have the posters done, they get a little packet like this. The due date is going to be Tuesday, April the 20th. And yeah, we do have to figure out the judging. Now, you may have not recalled what we did last year, but because of the pandemic and we had already invested in the posters and a lot of other things, we ended up having each classroom teacher judge a winner from their room. And that actually worked out fine. We ended up with 6 winners. We had, I think, 1 or 2 classrooms that we didn't get any participants in, which is highly unusual. But nonetheless, last year was highly unusual. So that's the way it goes. But, you know, we normally have a very, very good high participation rate, at least 75 to 85 or 90%. So, but it may not be that good this year. We'll just have to see how it all goes. Anyway, like I said, this is the 38th year, so we've been doing this a long, long time. And the judging will not be done by teachers this year. I said we are going to try to return to our traditional judging system, which means we have to somehow be together to judge. Last year, Armin was extremely helpful taking pictures of the posters, and we put them all on the website and so on. But it's not a practical way to judge. I will tell you that right now. The most practical way would be to lay them on the floor and maybe, you know, have people come in shifts. There aren't that many of us. I would love to think we could do it at City Hall, but there's a privacy issue with regards to the posters. Because we don't actually know the names of the students. They're coded on the back. This is all due to the request of the schools that we not put the students that the student not put their name on the actual poster. Anyway, if we judge that way, we would not be able to announce a winner till the next day. Because I don't know who the kids are until I call the school and they fill me in on who that kid is based on that code. So I don't know what you want to do. I will say it is not practical to do it by just putting the posters visually all on the screen, especially if you have 100 posters or so. It just gets overwhelming to look through that many and be able to, you know, determine it. I think if we feel we can't do it as a group, then I would like to recommend that we have a select group of maybe 5 people who do the judging and not involve everybody if that is an idea that would work for you. It's such a fun event, and especially for our new commissioners, it'd be wonderful if you could be there. But we go through an elimination process as we determine the winner. So it just wouldn't be practical to do it any other way but on site, in my opinion.
So
Pat,
Pat,
could we,
Pat,
Pat, could we use the Tompkins Center?
I was just going to say, it occurred to me,
Yeah.
Pat, when you and I were going back and forth, that
Yes.
maybe I can see if Craig or Chad would let us use the Tompkins Center. And then if someone were uncomfortable about being in a group with, with everyone, first of all, it should give us enough space. But even then, if someone were uncomfortable, we could lay them out early enough so someone could go through early before everyone
That's
arrived, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
should
I
give
think
us
we can.
space.
Yeah, I think there's more room in the Tompkins Center to move around and look at them.
That's a
And
good
that's it.
idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
We can
Yeah.
have the doors open, like the atrium doors.
Absolutely.
It'd be
Yeah.
nice, kind of outdoor, open air kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty big room. So it's
It is.
I was even thinking the gym. We could use the gym at Lavins if we needed to.
Yes, we
Yeah.
could do that too.
Lay them out.
The problem is with the gym, they have classes going on.
Yeah, certain times. So that's the 20th, right? You said is the judging is what the day you want. That's the deadline is the 20th.
That's the deadline. The judging of the posters is the day of our meeting,
Oh, the
April.
22nd. The 22nd.
Huh?
April 22nd is our
Yeah.
meeting.
But we've always done the judging at our meeting. Like it's been we usually make it a very brief meeting.
Yep.
'Cause- right? And then we just go out and do the judging. So if we want to, we can either see if we can have them all displayed so people could go through and do their judging, or we could just do it all that day and we could have our meeting in the atrium where we could be pretty well spaced, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds a great
Have the
idea to
posters in
me.
the actual Tompkins Center or in the gym, whichever one we think. I'd be happy to reach out to Chad tomorrow. and see
Yeah,
if
if
we
you
can do
can, when you reach out to Chad, copy Nick and Leah as
will.
well.
For sure.
Because I think we're gonna try to keep these meetings virtual as well. And once we go in person,
Yeah.
we still want to keep the virtual part of it so people can still engage in them without
Okay.
having to be in person. So
Oh,
just to keep Nick in the loop.
Sure,
So
absolutely.
keeping that in mind, because we could do the judging at maybe 6 o'clock and then go home and have our
Have our-
brief
Yeah.
virtual meeting. And
Yeah.
I could show at that time the winners that we came up with
Yeah.
without knowing their names, of
That'd be
course.
great. And if it's a Thursday, so I don't think Tompkins would have anything. So we could set them up at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Have people come in when they wanted to, if we're not meeting in person yet. If we're meeting in person, then we can all just get there a little early and do it.
Right.
And then we can make it into a spring potluck too.
That would be kind of fun, right? We're always about the food and all the good stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Because we still need to initiate our new members. So
We
they
do.
don't know what's coming. You can't do that over Zoom.
No, can't quite get it. That's true. And,
No, so
and to add
it sounds
to,
like-
add to it,
Yeah, it sounds like we kind of have to play it by ear if we're going to be virtual or not. But either way, you'll reach out to Chad and see if we can use that room for the judging, and then we'll go from there. I
yeah,
guess.
I'll do that first thing in the morning for sure. And to add to what Pat was saying about doing it in person, I mean, some of those posters, they use textures, they use materials that you just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate
They
without
deserve
seeing
a
it in
physical eye,
person.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And we'll be able to take a picture of the winners and put it right in the minutes right then.
Right.
Yeah.
That Shelley has done that in the past, and that's very nice.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for your hard work on that, Pat. The fact that they're already all distributed and on their way, that's fantastic.
And
Well,
I will give my hat off to Jim Odell. Of course, I first have to call the schools, get permission, find out how many kids, then we know how many to print. I called Jim up, and I would say in an hour and a half after I called him, he had them ready.
Wow.
Wow.
You can't beat that.
Nope.
I have a quick question. Is this tied into the GPPSS school system?
Yes, that we have the endorsement of the school system, but it's only in the park and at Mayor School as well, because they service
in the
park
park.
students. Other points do their own thing.
Okay, I was just wondering about fourth grade kids that are park residents that don't go to public school, like if they go to Liggett or Academy or St.
If
Paul.
they wanted to do it, they are welcome to do it, but we don't make that effort because it just gets too
Oh,
cumbersome.
no, it'd be impossible. I'm wondering, are the posters available at City Hall for them, or should we?
No,
is there any-
just call me.
Call
I
you?
order,
Okay.
those posters are not inexpensive, so I order as few as I possibly can, but give each teacher a couple extras.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Because I know some fourth graders that go to Liggett and Academy from here. Like you said, we lost some students in the public schools.
Right.
So I'll offer it to them and then I'll work with you. Thank you. Good work.
Yeah, thanks, Pat. Really appreciate that. Any questions about spring plan exchange, Arbor Week? I'm sorry. I know this is new for some of you, so don't be shy about asking questions because I know it's a whole new process. Okay, and we're gonna move on to spring plan exchange, Alicia.
All I've really done personally is familiarize myself with what needs to be done, what past exchanges have looked like. I've only been to one myself. So I made a really comprehensive to-do list, but most of those things we will probably not be doing this year because we don't know what the regulations will be. We don't know, there's been food in the past, there's been handouts, there's been crafts, there's all this sort of thing. Some of those things we may be able to add back in closer to the time, but I think we should assume that we're not going to and just keep it simple. I mean, what does everyone else think? That this just that we just concentrate on the plants?
Yeah, we're not like encouraging people to linger, right?
Or
Right.
have food and snacks where people are grabbing off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just doesn't seem like it's going to work. I just think the fact that we're going to be able to do anything will be exciting enough for people.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's newfound gardening expertise, they'll be excited to share with others. And so one thing that I am not clear about personally is what we do need to do is put the word out that this is going to take place.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we market this to? Who do we promote this to? This is not just the park event, correct? We do.
It is, right? With like last year, we just kind of involved that Facebook page.
Okay, so
what Facebook page is that, Brad? I don't use Facebook.
There was it was a Grosse Pointe plant and something. I don't know. I was looking at that site recently and it kind of seems like it's gone out of hand. Like there's people from all over the place. There's a woman from Warren that's selling plants on it all the time. So I don't know that that's really where we want to even advertise, to be honest.
it's not normally where we would advertise.
It was just last year. It was a new thing. We put the word out there, or because we were doing like didn't we? We were talking about
virtual.
a virtual.
It was a curbside
thing.
event.
That's why, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so are we gonna focus on just park residents attending this? If somebody from the farms of the city or from Jefferson
They can
Chalmers or
all
something?
attend.
It's welcome to everyone. Everyone is welcome to attend, whether you live in the park or not.
Okay,
The
but
only
we don't
requirement
make,
is to love plants.
but we don't make an effort to promote it too far outside of just
No.
We do.
beyond our own residents.
Alicia,
Yeah.
we have in the past always handed out flyers at the Beautification Council meetings and put it on the website. Now, the Beautification Council unfortunately will not have a meeting that month, but we can still put it on the website because we do have a couple regulars that come to the exchanges through that particular, venue. So through the Beautification Council.
Okay, I think I have a list from Dee with some, that's maybe who those people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
That's all the local communities in southeastern Michigan.
Okay.
Oh, we should keep an email list too, so we can just blast all of those people for the fall one, or just look by the door and say sign up, so you know. When the
It's-
meeting is.
Yeah.
That's something that I think we've never done before, but we should do. I think if you look at that list, Alicia, I don't think there are very many email addresses on there at all.
No, actually.
And
There, I don't think there are any.
And there's a few people on the list that we know.
This one,
Yeah,
right?
That's
Yeah.
the list.
Alicia, I could give you some email addresses and numbers for the other points for their beautification commissions. For all the points for Harper Woods and St. Clair Shores. I could get that to you.
So we'll share. So we agree that we should share with the other commissions, just an announcement that we're doing this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
more the merrier.
there are a few people on that list, like Pat, the green, what is the green?
Earth Mother.
Earth Mother.
The lady in the smart car.
Oh, yes, right.
Green goddess. I can't remember the name of her.
Yeah. Mother Earth here.
Mother Earth. Okay, she actually usually comes with quite a few.
Kathy is her first name.
Kathy Richards, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's here. Yeah, she's on the list.
On that list. Yeah.
Okay, so there are a few regulars that, looking at the list, I will recognize. Pat may recognize more than I. And I'm happy to get on the phone to call them and let them know that we are planning to run the event again. And I think that
I could do that also. Armin, you've been involved in this before too, right?
Mm-hmm. She has.
Yeah.
Armin's has been especially involved with the kids crafts and stuff like that, in addition to the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, should I scan this and then send it out and people can indicate, or should we just call everyone on this list? There's probably 25 people on it.
Yeah, we can help you with that. If you want to, if you want a couple of us to help you make the calls, I don't want you to have to make 25 phone calls. So
I'll help too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
I don't like the idea of scanning it and sending it out because it's people's personal information. So I don't know that we all need to see that, but I think if a couple of us, help you with
whoever
calls,
wants
that would be good. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'll invite Trevor.
Okay, so I mean, Brian, we had talked about tents possibly, not knowing what the situation would be. I mean, it looks like by then we might be able to have more people inside. People might feel more comfortable getting together, but we did discuss perhaps having tents outside.
You want me to? Do
we have any?
Yes, we have tents. So do we just have a tent set up?
How large? I don't know. What do people think?
Kind of on that back area behind the gazebo. Is that what we're talking about?
I was worried about how soggy it gets back there.
Yeah, it's super.
Right? Yeah. I was thinking the best thing to do would be to just spread out. We have the Tompkins Center. We also have the atrium. The atrium is where we would normally do kid crafts, and we're not going to. So my thought is to put half of the tables for the plants in there.
Mm-hmm.
Open the doors and then ask if we're allowed to have a tent like off to the side of the Tompkins in the park on the pavement.
Well, the one way you can eliminate a crowding problem is to limit the number of people who can come in at one time.
Yes.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We do. It's not like we have.
If you start setting up a bunch of tents, it makes the project a lot more work, frankly.
Yeah. Well, and if the weather is nice, we can just put tables out there,
right?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
only for rain.
You're right. We do have the atrium now too.
We have the atrium.
It's beautiful. So.
And we won't have kids crafts and face painting in there.
Right.
This year.
Right.
Let's just spread out and open the doors. We can open the atrium doors and the front doors.
Yeah. Okay.
No tents then? We'll just do it with the atrium and open the doors and put tables outside if it's nice weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think that will be sufficient if everyone else does.
I do.
I
and
do
if
too,
the city, like if Nick doesn't approve, then we'll regroup and figure it out.
Figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we've been talking about trying to entice kids. I know we can't do kids crafts and stuff, but do we want to do something like maybe plant themed or give away tattoo, like not obviously not face painting, but maybe give away plant themed or nature themed tattoos or seeds or something like that if they have kids with them, just for the the kiddos.
Yeah.
We usually do
Excuse me.
seed. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we do seedlings.
I actually have,
Brian, could we order enough seedlings, not only for Arbor Week, but also for that purpose? Would they hold over that long? That's another couple weeks, you know.
yeah.
Well,
So what's good is Arbor Day is real late this year. It's the last Friday of April, which is at the end of the month, and
Oh,
our plant exchange is earlier than it usually is. So yes,
yeah.
absolutely. The seedlings, which I'm going to order, and they're bagged and they have root gel on them, which helps preserve the moisture. They definitely would hold over. And Pat, you said there's 129 students, so I would need 129 seedlings. So I would have to order 200 seedlings anyways.
anyway,
So that's perfect.
yeah.
Great.
And as far as tattoos, the temporary tattoos, Kim,
Yeah, that's,
I have.
yeah, we're not actually going to tattoo kids.
Right, I have hundreds of Arbor Day temporary tattoos.
Awesome.
I'll bring them.
Perfect.
Oh,
I'll give them to Alicia, or I'll bring them.
Perfect. Just something to.
right. Right.
Right, don't you think?
What?
Seeds, we don't need seeds. If
No.
want seeds.
No, I think with those two, that's plenty.
No, that's great.
Brian, where did you get the tattoos?
I got them through the National Arbor Day Foundation. Remember when I?
Oh, you won that swag.
I happened to be online, and it's a national organization, actually international, and it said the next 10 people that respond to this email will get swag. So I won the city a bunch of swag.
I love it.
So just for our new folks, the plan exchange, we want to have as many of us that can go attend, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I had a soccer tournament last year, so I was out of town and I missed it, but I heard it was fun. So that was the virtual one. So I'm looking forward to coming this year and helping out and causing trouble.
It's fun. Really fun. So, I guess what?
I won't be able to make it this year. Me and Angela are going. We had to reschedule because of COVID last year. We're going to be in St. Martin. And the only reason I want to schedule is because I had to reschedule it before, so I don't want to.
All right, Carolyn, you're fine. You just have to, bring us all back souvenirs, every single one of us.
At least send pictures.
Just bring the sun back. Just bring all the sun back.
We want swag.
No, totally understand. Normally I have an orientation, but because it's earlier, I will not, and because we probably aren't going to have in-person orientation, I will be there. Yay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Anything else? Sorry, Alicia.
That's all I can think of. That right for now.
Well,
for the next month or so.
Having taken it on a month ago, I feel like you've done a really comprehensive job. You keep saying all I've done, but that's a lot that you've done. So
well, I've been doing a lot of thinking, so
that's good.
Yes, as it turns out, thinking is good.
Thinking is very good.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions for Alicia? Any comments about Spring Plan Exchange? Any other new business anyone can think of?
I would just like to comment. I noticed there were 2 people that I didn't know that were listed, and now they're both gone.
Oh, yes.
It would be nice when we have guests listening into our meeting that, there's a number there. When we got to
public comments, I was gonna ask if they wanted to introduce themselves.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So.
Where's
But I agree with you.
Okay.
All right. Brian, do you have a forestry report?
Just a brief one. So I got a letter just a couple days ago from the National Arbor Day Foundation. So we did receive the designation of Tree City USA. again for the 38th year. And we also got the Grosse Award again, which is basically a more prestigious award that we have to accumulate points and do things above and beyond the 4 criteria needed to meet Tree City USA standards. And this year, the drone video of our tree canopy, which is on the website under forestry, got us 5 points. You need 10 points. But what the state forester, who's basically the liaison for the National Arbor Day Foundation, who approves it and basically sends it on to the National Arbor Day Foundation to get rubber stamped. He was particularly impressed by how we persevered and still celebrated Arbor Day last year virtually. Thanks to Armin, Brad, Pat, you know, with having the pollsters online, he was really floored by that. So that really helped out a lot.
Good
too.
job, you guys.
Yes.
Thank you, Armin. Armin spearheaded that.
That's awesome.
And that's all I got, Kim.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that. I didn't put any old business on here, but I did want to mention, Shelley, you have the PowerPoint ready to go, right? So we're just working on transferring it to a format that we can get it posted and ready to go. So that should be happening in the next, probably within the week, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for working on that. Super excited to see it. Armin, you had a old business?
Is she there?
Yeah, actually, it had to do with Forestry Report. Brian, I was wondering what the kind of trees are that line Windmill Point as you're leaving the park.
Those are
They have these,
those are rain trees.
do what they were.
Yeah, they have the odd pods in the springtime.
Yeah, what are they?
Let me type
Rain tree.
RAIN.
Yep.
Yeah, Armin put in the comments in the chat.
Rain tree.
Rain tree?
Did I spell it right?
Yeah.
Super cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Sorry, I jumped ahead on you, Armin. Didn't see the hand. I'm not used to the hand though. I should be, and you know, my whole life is Zoom, but. Any other old business anyone wanted to bring up?
Oh, I do. I have something that I want to bring up.
Oh, okay.
I meant to say this at forestry. I want to let everyone know that ISA Michigan, which is the state affiliate of the, how would you say it, ISA, the certifying agency for certified arborists, which is an international organization. So ISA Michigan awarded Brian an award. He is the kind of state forester of the year, or the urban forester of the year.
Good job, Brian. That's great.
Congratulations.
That's fantastic.
Urban forester of the year, I guess you would say. And there was a virtual conference. It's called ArborCon in February, and he got his award virtually, and you got an award certificate that we'll frame and put on your wall. But it's pretty prestigious in the world of arboriculture. So
That should go on the communicator for sure.
Yes, it should.
Can you give him a kiss
Celebrating
for
one
us?
of our own.
Mhm.
Can you give him a kiss for us?
Congratulations. They didn't have anybody else to give it to this year, I guess.
No.
Stop it, Brian.
Oh,
Stop
come
it.
on, Brian.
Way too humble.
Well, can I say something special about Lisa as well? Well, this was the Keep Michigan Beautiful newsletter came out.
Okay.
And in the newsletter, Lisa wrote a beautiful article. It's on the back of the front page. That was the art. Did you see this, Lisa?
Oh, I forgot about that. No, I did not see it.
It's
I
in
didn't
there.
get my newsletter yet.
It's the Arboriculture Society of Michigan Foundation and Historical Society Belle Isle Sawmill Restoration. And it does tell all about that organization as well as about the work that's going on Belle Isle for the restoration of what was a sawmill there. A lot of people don't know there used to be a sawmill there. And Lisa wrote a beautiful article.
Thank you, Pat. I did not get my newsletter yet.
Does
Oh,
that
wow.
newsletter come online at all, or?
It should actually, it comes to every city that's a member of Keep Michigan Beautiful, and it comes to anybody who's an individual member of the board as well. So Brian and Lisa should both get it.
Well, if anyone has that to scan, I'd love to share it with everyone on the commission.
I will. I'll
That's
do that.
wonderful. Thank you. Well, you guys are quite the square there.
COVID, you've had a lot of time on our hands.
Well, you're doing good things with it. Thank you.
Like a power couple.
Right? Fantastic. Thanks, Pat, for bringing that up, and great job, you guys. And thank goodness you brought that up, Lisa, because I know Brian never would have tooted his own horn.
No, never.
Never. All right.
Well,
So any
and
other old
speaking of KMB, Keep Michigan Beautiful, and the Beautification Council, unfortunately, they did make the decision just a few days ago to cancel meeting for Celebrate Spring at the gazebo like we've done in the past, and we had to cancel it last year. Our new date hopefully will be next April in 2022. And there is some hope that they will have an awards program and an annual meeting in October of this year. But and it will be in Lansing. But unfortunately,
nice. Okay, good.
we
I
all
knew
have
it
to
was
wait and
tentative when I
see
put
how
that on the
things
schedule,
go.
but right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I did want to highlight, if you looked on the agenda, I did put the May 10th City Council meeting. Once we make these awards for Arbor Week, it would be nice if it is an in-person meeting, that a few of us show up, as many of us as possible show up to help congratulate those people. And even if it's online, it would be nice to have some of the commission members there, just in support of those who are awarded. So I know that I don't want to wait till next month to highlight that, because it'll come pretty quickly after we make our decision. So kind of pencil May 10th on your calendar, please.
Okay.
Anything else for old business? Barring anything else, do we have, I know we have at least one member of the public. Does that person want to say hello, or are you just happy observing? Or do you have any comments that you would like to make? This is the time for any kind of public comments.
Okay.
We have an observer. Okay. If we have no public comments, then I am looking for someone to move to adjourn.
I'll move.
Any seconds?
I second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We are officially adjourned. I will follow up and find out what we're going to do in April in terms of the judging, and hopefully get that information to you by the weekend.
Okay.
Okay?
Great, thank you.
Okay. Everybody okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good to see you all.
Thanks, Kim.
Nice to see you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.